In the top stories, St. Kitts and Nevis has provided humanitarian aid to Venezuela. Regionally, Antigua and Barbuda has rejected a European Union call to phase out its CBI program, and 2 ships have been attacked in the Strait of Hormuz. That's our international news. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Midday Major Newscast. Today is Tuesday, the 7th day of July, and I am Jasmine Thomas. First on the local scene, St. Kitts and Nevis is in collaboration with CARICOM and the Republic of Guyana is providing humanitarian aid to Venezuela as part of a regional relief effort. This shipment includes essential medical supplies and food items. Prime Minister Dr. Terence Rowe said the initiative reflects the Caribbean's commitment to supporting its neighbors during times of crisis. The assistance forms part of a wider CARICOM humanitarian effort, with member states working together to provide relief to affected Venezuelans. The twin earthquakes struck the South American nation on the 24th of June, killing more than 3,300 people and injuring more than 16,000. While official search and rescue operations are now winding down, recovery efforts continue as families search for those still missing, and humanitarian assistance around the world continues to arrive. 4 primary school students from the Halliday Smith Primary School and the Tucker Clark Primary School have received the 2026 William Marcus Natter Memorial Scholarship. This year's recipients are Aaliyah Brown and Kejon Eddy of the Tucker Clark Primary School and Sherika Fleming and Williams Archibald of the Halliday Smith Primary School. The awards were presented during a ceremony that celebrated academic potential, community service, good character, and financial need. Organizers said the selection process extended beyond the academic performance, with the committee also considering each student's character, community involvement, and financial circumstances. Catalia DeGrasse, also of the Halliday Smith Primary School, received a special mention award in recognition of her outstanding scholarship essay.
However, our scholarship fund places a strong emphasis and stronger emphasis on the financial needs of the students, as well as their civic mindedness, their community service, their behavior in school. We look at all of that before we ever look at the academics. And again, that is because of my father and what he stood for. However,
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Lisa Pistana, commended the Natter family for its continued investment in education and encouraged the recipients to give back to their communities.
Go forth to learn, to lead, to build, to lift the next person who walks this road until your promise is fulfilled and tomorrow's seeds by you are sowed. So recipients, and for those who are here to join with them and to celebrate them, it's important for you to give back. In everything you do, you give back. So when you climb the ladder, you don't push down the ladder. You leave it for someone else to climb. You put your hand back to help someone else up. And in doing that, other persons will do the same. And as a society, we will grow, we will thrive, we will excel. Remember, success isn't a one-man show. So to be successful on your own it's just what it is. But to see other people around you grow and excel and succeed, that's the true aim. So the Natter Foundation has given you an opportunity, and I'm saying to you to give back. That's the one promise I want you to fulfill.
Held under the theme From Promise to Possibility, the ceremony also included an interactive presentation encouraging students to develop their talents through practice, perseverance, and a commitment to continuous learning.
So, promise grows with practice. Another time, promise grows with practice. Thank you. So, promise. It's like a seed. Has anyone ever tried planting anything before? Oh, good. We have some planters. That's nice. Agriculture booming. Okay, so awesome. So, you know, when you grow the seed, what do we do? Where do we put the seed? Good. Then what do we do? Anything else? Do we just water it and we leave it? Like, oh, do what you got to do? What do we do next? Pardon? Sure, we sure that it gets enough sunlight. Anything else? Pardon? Good, we take care of it. So once we get a seed, that little seed, we put it in the soil. We don't just leave it because we've already put it in the soil. We then water it. We ensure that it gets sufficient sunlight so that
Each scholarship recipient received a commemorative trophy, gift certificates for school supplies and books, and a contribution towards an Aspire savings account to support their education. The St. Kitts and Nevis Defence Force began its 29th anniversary celebrations on Sunday with a Thanksgiving service at the Ebenezer Methodist Church in Old Road. The service was officiated by Reverend Carlwyn Greenaway and brought together officers, soldiers, Coast Guardsmen and women, cadets, civilian staff, veterans, and invited guests. Held under the theme Service Above Self, 29 years of safeguarding the Federation, the observance provided an opportunity to reflect on the Defense Force's service to the nation. The observances continue this month with a community cleanup on the 11th, an open day and health fair on the 16th, a sports day on the 18th, a family beach day on the 26th, and a ceremony honoring serving members on July 29. We now take a look at regional news. The Antigua and Barbuda government has rejected a European Union call to phase out its citizenship by investment program, saying it will continue to defend the initiative. The government was responding to a letter from European Commissioner Magnus Brunner, which called for the program to be wound down by June 2028 under a 24-month transition period. Prime Minister Gaston Brown said the request was expected and formed part of a wider European Union policy affecting all OECS countries that operate citizenship by investment programs. The government said the program remains a vital source of non-tax revenue and cannot be phased out without a credible alternative to replace the income it generates. While rejecting their proposal, the administration said it would continue talks with the European Commission and maintain enhanced vetting measures to address the bloc's security concerns. And Cuba is grappling with another island-wide blackout as the country's long-running energy crisis continues to deepen. Officials say they are working to restore power as the country continues to grapple with fuel shortages and a failing electricity grid.
An island-wide blackout has hit Cuba as fuel reserves dwindle and the electric grid continues to crumble. The last national blackout hit Cuba by mid-March, and this one came as no surprise, as 10 million people have been suffering with controlled blackouts that can last up to 30 hours. Cuba only produces 40 50% of the fuel that it needs to keep the lights on. Other sources have run out since January, when US President Donald Trump threatened any country with tariffs if they sell or provide fuel to the island, deepening Cuba's economic and financial crisis.
That's our regional news. On the international scene, 2 ships have been struck by projectiles in the Strait of Hormuz, raising fresh concerns about security along one of the world's most important shipping routes. The British military said one of the vessels, a liquefied natural gas tanker sailing off the coast of Oman, caught fire after it was hit. Iranian state television said the tanker came under attack after ignoring warnings, but stopped short of claiming responsibility. A second ship also sustained structural damage, according to the United Kingdom Maritime Trade Operations Center. No injuries were reported. The incident comes as the United States continues talks with Iran aimed at reopening the Strait of Hormuz, curbing Tehran's nuclear program, and securing a permanent end to the war that began in February. The Strait of Hormuz is a critical global shipping lane through which around 1/5 of the world's traded oil and natural gas passes. Reform UK leader Nigel Farage has resigned as a member of parliament and will seek re-election as he faces scrutiny over his financial affairs. Farage said the move would give voters the opportunity to clear his name, insisting he had done nothing wrong and had not misused public money. He is under investigation by Parliament's standards watchdog over a £5 million donation from a Thailand-based cryptocurrency billionaire. Opposition lawmakers have also called for a separate investigation into donations from George Cottrell, a cryptocurrency entrepreneur and former Farage associate who served a prison sentence for fraud in the United States. Farage has denied any wrongdoing. His decision to resign triggers a by-election, which he says he will contest. We now take a look at the weather. Partly sunny skies today will give way to cloudier conditions tonight as a tropical wave increases the chance of showers across the Federation. Shallow moisture associated with the northern end of the wave will bring a moderate chance of brief showers this afternoon, rising to a high chance tonight. Daytime temperatures will reach a high of 31 degrees Celsius, while overnight temperatures will fall to 25 degrees. Winds will be from the east at 16 to 23 miles per hour, with gusts of up to 35 miles per hour. Seas will range between 4 and 6 feet. Sunset this evening will be at around 10 minutes before 7, while sunrise tomorrow will be at approximately 20 minutes before 6. That brings us to the end of the Midday Major Newscast. Join us this evening for these stories and more. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jasmine Thomas. God bless you.